welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. So South Carolina's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Might have a chance. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They go to the counter. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's going to take off. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run with Auguste. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Aggies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the punt will hit. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Turning it on. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people getting near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Here's Sellers to throw. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own.
Maybe some room here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Gets the back moving. Pulls it in. It's Clark. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snap to the back. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you've got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. Physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt will hit at the 7. Goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Running inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last... just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Under fire. Got his man out of the backfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. On the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The run inside. It's Owens. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pocket breaking down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off. 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's a give to Auguste. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sellers. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third down, here's Auguste. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. And he not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout. And it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Reed fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A spectacular one-hand grab.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end there? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out the big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs.
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Wow, the quarterback can't believe it. I mean, that was a perfect throw into the end zone. He gave his guy every opportunity to finish the play, and he drops it. And as a result, no touchdown.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Again, it's Sellers. He's going for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
This offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting a lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. On the move to his left. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Tigers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Hauls it in. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Owens. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Reed. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Reed on the play action. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sellers. Rushes on him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The option, the keeper. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Maybe a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Throwing, Sellers. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in this.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The run inside. It's Fuller. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Reed. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Play action with Reed. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Reed. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Incomplete!
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll run the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Here's Sellers to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. That's... Why in the world would you retreat to your end zone? Just a mind-numbing mistake.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. It was a nice interception, but can tell. Bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Pulls it on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Sellers. Bears the pressure. There's a crease. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running inside. It's Fuller. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Throwing Sellers. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown and the blowout.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The run inside. It's Owens. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's Reed to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Hands it off on the counter. Nice move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The keeper on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches